Morning everyone, here we are again, Saturday, Easter weekend, so happy Easter to all of you. Let's not indulge too much in those lovely Easter eggs, we can just reflect back on what we did last year. Okay, so I decided today that because of Easter, and Easter I feel is about new beginnings and rebirth, I thought that to be able to get there, we need to reflect back and do a little bit on reflection. Morning, Rachel. Look at you all piling in. This is lovely. Oh, I reflect back to this time last year, I certainly wouldn't have got on a video, let alone done live on Facebook, but I'm really enjoying it and I hope you guys are too. So let's get on with it then. So reflection, funny old word. Two meanings, I think. I think actually it's got more than two meanings if we reflect on it. I think the colour for me is very much silver. That's what springs to my mind. Colours in your world might be very different when you think of reflection. But I think it's because I look at a mirror and I think of the water and the reflection on water and waves and things like that. And silver seems to spring to mind for me. So think about what colours would represent reflection for you. So the actual meaning of reflection is quite a garbled message if you look it up in a dictionary. But it basically says it's a change in direction of a waterfront between two interfaces. Wow, that's a bit too scientific for me and a bit too, I don't know, hard, I think. Doesn't feel good. So I looked at this description. Reflection is the change in direction of a wave or a boundary. The most common examples include the reflection of light, which is what you can see on my post today, sound and water waves. And I don't know about you, but sitting by the sea and listening to the waves certainly makes me self-reflect. Now we look at reflection in life. We can look at reflection in the mirror. It's not so good on a bad morning, but never mind. We always hope that they get better. Don't always like the mirrors. They always show the wrinkles that we never had yesterday, and they always seem to be more every day as you get older. You got the reflection in a car mirror or the rear view mirror. Now, if you're sitting in the back seat and you look through a rear view mirror in a car, it's quite a strange look. You need to try it and find out what I'm talking about. I'm not going to give anything away. Reflection in the sun, on articles in the garden. But self-reflection is what I'm going to be talking about and how important it is to us in our everyday lives. My son's in today and he could be a bit noisy, so excuse me if you get interrupted by loud banging and crashing, but it's live, so I can't do much about that. So self-reflection, defined as a mediation or a serious thought about something. Hi everyone coming in. Happy Easter to you. We're talking about reflection, as you know. So thoughts about ourselves, our actions, and our motives. It's about taking a step back and looking at our behaviours and beliefs on something. Reflection comes from the idea of self-examination, self-modification and self-replication. Reflecting on something to make the purpose of change. In programming, you use reflection to examine the structure of a program itself in the context of using it instead of just examining it. I get that. So how do you reflect? How do you self-reflect? Do you write a list? Is it just a thought? A thought of a place, a time, an experience, good or bad? Is it an image? Do you look at photos and memories? Is that how you self-reflect? I think you need to encompass all of them. And I think that self-reflection is absolutely key to learning and in education and in degrees and all of, apologies for that, that was my brother trying to call me, all of your education and all of your study. They always like you to self-reflect. They always like you to reflect back on the module or the essay or something you've written or seen. So absolutely crucial to education and learning. So if I was to say to you, we'd do a reflection on a book, this is what I would do. I'd start with a brief information about the author. I'd give an example or a summary of the minimum of spoilers within the book. I'd then focus on the main characters. Explain what issues a writer touches upon. Explain the allusions and influences that provide you in that book. And your reaction to the reading and the sharing of your impressions. And that would give you quite an encompassed reflection of a book. And you can use those ideas to do a self-reflection. Now, I was looking at toys in my mind earlier about what toys do we use for reflection. I know kids do the wangling of the mirror on light, but for me, the best reflection is a kaleidoscope. A tube full of plain mirrors, all different colours and shapes, squares and rectangles and triangles. When you look through one end, the light comes in the other, and it makes the most incredible pictures and images. So why is reflecting beneficial? Well, like I said at the beginning of this, it's about regrowth. It's about doing things differently. It's about change. And all of that is beneficial to your life because it makes you feel better. It improves you, it develops you. And there's only one way forward. You can't go backwards. You can reflect backwards, and I think I've said this before, but we can't walk backwards, otherwise our feet would be round the wrong way. So we have to go forward. So looking back occasionally and looking to see what went well, what didn't go so well. How did we behave? How did we react? How did we feel? Most importantly, how do we feel? We need to feel as much as see. So reflection is key. It helps you to develop your skills and review your effectiveness, rather than just carry on doing things the same way, producing the same results, and they're not always the best. It's about questioning in a positive way what you do and why you do it, and then deciding whether this is better or more effective, a way of doing it in your future. Now, I'm going to give you a few books ideas to read. I found about 5. I will put them up on my website. Lovely for all of you to join me today. Please share my video on with all your friends. If there are people that you normally arrive and haven't been today, don't worry. It's always on my YouTube and it's always on my website, which is www.sbbusinesssupport.com. Now I'm going to put my little other eyes on so that I can see, and then I'm going to let you know what these books are. The books that you could either do by reading or by audio. There's 5 of them, and there's a title for one I'm going to leave till last because it's quite funny. Right, the first one is called Eat That Frog. It's 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. Oh, wouldn't we all love to do that? That's that. I wish the working week was Saturday and Sunday and the rest days were Monday to Friday, but someone made it completely different. I don't know who that was. The next book is A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. Next one is Big Magic, Creating Living Beyond Fear. 4th one is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Oh, I don't like the art. I don't like that one. About the Chinese art of decluttering and organising. Always makes me feel good to clear out a cupboard, though I have to agree. Right, my last book, and I'm going to have to do bleep bleeps. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a bleep 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 bleep, which I think is incredible. Approach to living a good life. Well, thank you for joining me today with reflection. I really hope you all have a really, really safe and happy Easter. I'd like to see you come back next week. And with that, can you bring your comments and your experiences? And come on, guys, give me a message. I need some more ideas on what to talk about, because this isn't just about me. This is about what you want to talk about. So come back to me. Happy Easter. See you soon. Bye.